Hello, sixth graders. We are beginning our decimals unit, which we are starting today with multiplying facts, and our learning target for today that we need to write down is I can multiply multi-digit numbers. All right, remember whenever we see this icon, it means a vocab word that we need to write down. Our first vocab word is multi-digit number. If you look at the word multi, that means more than one. And then digit number, those are our numbers 0 through 9, so more than one digit. Okay. Oh, my pen is not working. Okay, more than one digit. So examples of that would be 29, 417, 305. More, okay, it has more than one digit. And something to think about as we're going through this video is what is happening when we are multiplying numbers together. All right, multiplication is repeated addition, so 3 times 4, that is telling us that we are taking 3 and adding it 4 times over. So the 3 tells us what number, and the 4 tells us how many times. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12, okay? Or you could take the number 4 and add it together 3 times. So it can go either way. 4 plus 4 plus 4 still equals 12. Okay, same thing with 78 times 3. That would be, we're taking 78 and we're multiplying it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Or we're adding it together 3 times. And that equals 234. And again, you could go the other way and take 3 and add it to itself 78 times, but that seems a little redundant. All right, now you could always do that repeated addition, but sometimes the numbers are too big to do that, and so we need to be able to find a different strategy, and that's where we use our long multiplication. So I'm going to go through an example here, a few examples with you. We have 12 times 8. And we set it up like this, so you might see the problem originally looking like this. And then we stack them on top of each other, so it's 12 times 8. Okay? And what we do is we take this 8 and we multiply it to both the 2 and the 1. So we start with the 2, working right to left. 8 times 2 is 16. So we put down the ones place, regroup the 10 to the next spot. 8 times 1 is 8, and then we add this one that's up above. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Since we had moved over to the tens place here, our 9 goes in the tens place. So our final answer is 96. Okay, next one, 23 times 5. Again, you take the 5 and multiply it to the 3, which is 15. Put down your 1. Regroup the tens, and then you take the 5 and multiply it to the 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, so we write it like this, and our answer is 115. All right, and another one. If you've got it, pause, try this one on your own. 89 times 7. We take the 7 multiplied by the 9. 7 times 9 is 63. Put down our 3, regroup our 6. 7 times 8 is 56. And then again, we have to add what we regrouped. So we add that 6 onto that, and that's 62. Okay, so we would put down the 2. There's nowhere to regroup the 6, so it just goes in front of it. And our answer is 623. All right, here are the steps if we are doing multiplication of a 2-digit times a 2-digit or a 3-digit times a 2-digit, things like that. So you should pause and write these steps down. The first step is to multiply ones place of the second number. So if we're looking at this 21 times 13, we're talking about the 3. It's in the ones place of the second number to both digits of the first number, to the 1 and to the 2. So let's do that. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Now we're on to step 2. Next, use the tens place, so that would be this 1, of the second number to multiply by both digits in the first number. So again, multiplying to the 1 and to the 2. Fill in a 0 to hold the ones place in this product. So since we moved over into the tens place of the second number, our answer moves over into the tens place. So we put a 0 here as a placeholder in the ones place. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Step 3 says add both partial products together to find the total product. So we take and we add these together. 3 plus 0 equals 3. 6 plus 1 is 7. Bring down our 2. Our answer is 273. All right, so let's try that again on the next one. Start with the 7, multiply it to the 4. 7 times 4 is 28. Put down our 8, regroup our 2. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 2 is 23. So we write down 23. Now, I'm going to cross out this 2. We're done with that one. Okay. Now we're on to the 6. We multiply the 6 in both, and since, again, we moved over to the tens place, we put a 0 down here as a placeholder. 6 times 4 is 24. Put down our 4. Regroup a new 2. Okay, regroup our new 2. Now, 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 is 20. Write down 20. Step 3 says we add these two together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2. Our final answer is 2,278. Okay. Now, if you are feeling confident, again, you can pause and try these next two on your own. Otherwise, I'll keep walking through them with you. All right. The first, we start with the number in the ones place. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. Now we're on to the 3. Since that's in the tens place, we put a 0 down as a placeholder. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Add those together, and our final answer is 1,350. Last one, 99 times 99. 9 times 9 is 81. Again, 9 times 9 is 81, plus 8 is 89. Moving over to the tens place, so we need that placeholder. 9 times 9 is 81. Again, 81, that's 89. Add those two partial products together. 1 plus 0 is 1. 10, 18, 9. Our final answer is 9,801. All right, a few more to try. Again, we start with the 4 and we multiply it to each of the top numbers. Okay. So 4 times 1 is 4. There we go. 4 times 3 is 12. All right, 12. Regroup our 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Our final answer is 924. Okay. Next one, start with the 4 on the second number. Multiply it to each of them. 4 times 6 is 24. Okay. Regroup the 2. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. Now we're on to the 3. So we put down a 0 as a placeholder. And we're done with these up here. 3 times 6 is 18. Regroup our 1. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Add our partial products together. 10. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 6 is 15. 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 5. Bring down our 1. Our final answer is 15,504. Last one, a 3-digit times a 3-digit. So I'm going to try and color code this so that we can keep organized. So starting with the 4, multiply that to each of them. 4 times 3 is 12. Regroup our 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 4 times 8 is 32. Now, in something like this, it's very important to keep your numbers nice and lined up. Otherwise, it gets all out of control, and you're not sure what number's in the ones place, the tens place, so on and so forth. So be very, very careful about that. All right, we're done with the 4. We can cross that out. And the 1 up above, we don't need that anymore. Now we're moving over to the tens place. So again, we put a 0 down in the ones place as a placeholder. And we multiply the 2 to each of them. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Okay. So that's everything with the 2. I can cross that off. We are all done. Now we are on to the hundreds place. Since we've moved over, we put a 0 in the ones place and the tens place, since we're done with both of those. And now we multiply the 7 to each thing. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 1 is 7, plus the 2 we just regrouped is 9. And then 7 times 8 is 56. All right, so we now add all of these together. Again, make sure your numbers are very nicely lined up. 2 plus 0 is 2. 5 plus 6 plus 0 is 11. Regroup the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. Regroup the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 6 is 8. Bring down our 5. Count over 3 numbers, 1, 2, 3. Drop in your comma. Our final answer is 588,612. All right, that is all I have on multiplying multi-digit numbers. If you're stuck, remember you can always go back and re-watch the video. Otherwise, have your notes ready for class tomorrow.